Good evening, everyone, and how are you? Hope you're having a great day. I will confess that I'm late to the table because I've been star doing all day. That's right. Yes, I took some time to get on Stardew Valley and upgrade my Ginger Island farm. For those of you that play Stardew Valley, you know what I'm talking about. I got access to different areas of Ginger Island and just expanding out my farm. So that's where my time was. I saw that Chantal did a couple of lives, but I wanted to wait, you know, just wait until I felt in the mood to react to her. Both of the lives that she did today, they were on the boring side. I'm not going to lie to you. But the last live she did, which is the one I'm covering here right now, Mosque Beeze. Do the words mosque and bees belong in the same sentence? Because when people go to a mosque, it's for spiritual reasons. It's part of a faith, a belief system. And beezing is misbehaving. So, do those two words go together? Not exactly. That's why I put the title Mosque Beeze. Really? Because if there's anywhere you shouldn't be beezing, it would be at a mosque. But that's what Foodie did. She went to a mosque. She did not go inside. She did not go pray as she should, as I would hope that she would do as a newly reverted Muslim woman. All she did was basically do a drive-by. She wasn't dressed appropriately and film. That's basically it. And she just gave a bunch of random thoughts. So I wanted to give my thoughts to her thoughts, and I hope that you guys are okay with that. Let me go ahead and just share the screen. We'll start off with things that I found on Twitter. Let's see. I'm just making sure I'm sharing the audio. So there's my Twitter. Hi. Okay, so where are we? There we are. Okay, so let's start here with Miss Robinson. Miss Robinson says Salah is still on the Muslim covert agenda, trying to make her go to a mosque. I swear he's challenged because he still doesn't understand she wants nothing to do with Islam. She just wants to cover her chins. She doesn't even pray. So there's Foodie in the live that I'm going to cover. She is not dressed appropriately for a mosque, and she's got her makeup on. And why would you have your makeup on if you're going to go to a mosque? Because if you go to a mosque, you have to be clean. You can't have any makeup on your face. You can't even have regular nail polish. Perhaps a nail stain, but no regular nail polish. The water has to cleanse every part of yourself. So there she is, full face of makeup at the mosque. Not quite sure why she even went in the first place. Maybe she was trying to tell Salah, yes, I'm going to go to a mosque. I'm going to pray. But Foodie has not prayed since she's been back. She doesn't have a prayer rug, nor is she bothering to get one. You know, she's just basically running around, I guess, taking a tour of the local mosques. But let's check out this clip from Miss Robinson.
You can close now, and when you reach there, do another live. Where? Oh, the mosque. I can't go to a mosque dressed like this. I have to go get my abaya, babe. I have to do. I can't go to a mosque dressed like this.
And that's precisely why you went dressed like that. So you can have an excuse not to go. So you just did a drive-by of a mosque. Is that it? You had no intention of going in. You had no intention of praying. That's why you had a full face of makeup on, perhaps. And you weren't dressed for a mosque because you had no intention whatsoever of going. You know what, Foodie? You know I find really strange about you? You talk about how when you were in Kuwait, you felt closer to God over there as you do more so than when you're in Canada. A little tip: God can be anywhere you want it to be. It could be in a forest. It could be in the mountains. It could be anywhere. And if you are on a spiritual path and you're trying to get away from things that you should not be doing, I would think you would really, really want to go to a mosque and pray as much as you could and refocus your mind. But you're not even bothering. You're just staying high 24/7. So the more you do that, the more that everybody is doubting your faith as far as it being for you. Maybe it's for other people and not for you. But it looks like you're making a mockery of the Muslim faith, and it's not nice. It's definitely not nice. Perfectly Imperfect says she doesn't have a computer or a television. So the last couple of lives that Foodie's done, she talked about she was going to Mario Beeze. Foodie, how are you going to do that if you don't have a computer and you don't have a TV? You got rid of those things. How can you Mario Beats with anybody if you just have your phone? Anything of value that was in your house that could be sold or pawned, that was gotten rid of long ago. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, this is from Kristen. Foodie Beauty says that Sam and BBJ are going to separate homes. If that's true, my heart breaks for both of them because BBJ is an elderly cat and she is familiar with Sam. And yes, Sam has been picking on her lately, although I wonder why. I wonder if it's because there's not enough food in the house and Sam is just trying to get what little bit of food there is away from BBJ. I've had multiple cats in my house. I've had up to 4 at a time. My cats never fought over food. They never had to because there was always plenty. So I'm wondering why Sam would be bullying BBJ. Is it because of hunger? Is it because of other reasons? Don't know. But if Sam and BBJ are going to separate homes, my heart truly hurts for both of them because they're going to go from a home that they know and that they're familiar with to places that they're not familiar with. And I'm sure it's going to be quite frightening for both of them. Let's watch the clip.
Are Sam and BBJ going to the same family? No, but they're both people we know. So I feel like they're in good hands. I just don't want to talk about like where they're going or who they're going with because I don't want them to people to be figured out with a bit of digging. Sam and BBJ do not like each other anyway. Since I've
You know, I don't believe that. It's not as if BBJ is a confrontational kind of cat. She's an elderly cat. She's 20 years old. And I've watched her on stream. She's very quiet. You know, she's not running around causing problems. She's an elderly cat. I don't think it's a matter of Sam not liking BBJ. I honestly think it has a lot to do with the environment and that they're not getting fed properly. The Chantal does not feed her cats as much as she feeds herself. It's very strange. This morbidly obese woman that makes sure she gets fed 12 times a day, at the same time she's starving her cats. And yeah, I'm going to say it, Chantal, you have starved your cats. You do starve your cats. You barely buy them cat food. You're a very neglectful, awful owner. And I hate to put any morbid thoughts out to any of you listening to this react, and I apologize if what I'm about to say makes you upset, because I certainly don't want to think about it, but it is the truth. I have a feeling that Sam might go to a home, but BBJ won't. I think we all know her fate. I don't want that fate to happen. I wish that somebody would take her and give her a second chance. She deserves that. She's been through hell and back with Chantal. But Chantal is just one of those that can't be bothered. So I will keep my fingers crossed and keep both of them in my prayers. Okay, this is from Mrs. Robinson. Foodie Beauty can't go inside the mosque because she's wearing inappropriate pants. I've been inside a mosque and I know there's covering clothing inside and no one will judge her. She just doesn't want to go inside because she's a very devout Muslim. So here's the clip from Mrs. Robinson.
I'm not saying you can't wear pants. I just don't feel like going in looking like the way I do.
So she just said it. She just said it. She doesn't feel like going in. She doesn't feel like it. But you're so spiritual, Foodie. You're so spiritual. You want to be close to God. You said that you felt the calling to God back in Cuba. So if you want to be close to God, wouldn't you want to be praying? Wouldn't you want to be true to your faith? Wouldn't you be on that spiritual path that you want to get on the path and be around others who are also on that path? But here you are making excuses like you always do. You just don't feel like it. I don't feel like going into a mosque. I don't feel like putting on appropriate clothing, even though Mrs. Robinson is saying that there's clothing inside you can put on if you're not dressed appropriately, and nobody there would judge you. I don't think they would be judging you if you just came in to pray. No one's going to yell at you for dressing differently. I mean, because you're there to pray. You're just over there making all kinds of excuses, ma'am. It's just something you don't want to do. We've seen you when you're determined to do something. We remember, Foodie, when you drove 6 hours across the border from Canada to the United States just for fast food. You'll go that far for fast food, but you won't go a little bit and go get some appropriate clothes and go to a mosque and pray? No, you'll find every excuse. If it's something you want to do, you'll find a way, you'll make a way. If it's something you're not interested in, you'll find every excuse why you can't do it. Mo Translate says, bare minimum effort, not everything needs to be a Beeze. Nope, not everything needs to be a Beeze. You're right.
Not rabbit. Lambs are innocent. All the animals are bad.
What?
But they're gross. They're all gross. The best is chicken mashpoos.
And Foodie, what's going on with you? You know what? I'm going to blow this up. Can I blow this up? I don't know if I can blow this up. No, excuse me. Hold on a second. I am so sorry. What is going on with you and your nose these days? Can you make it any more obvious you're on something? Girl, you keep messing around with that nose. That nose is twitching. You're messing around with your nose. You are so on the cocoa, aren't you? Because you were doing this when you were on the cocoa, when you were on the party powder. Can you make it more obvious that you're doing it? You might as well just do it in front of us on camera. Yes, it's just that obvious.
But they're gross. They're all gross. The best is chicken mashpoos. Hold on. Mashpoos chicken. Not rabbit. Lambs are innocent. All the animals are bad.
So what else do we have here?
You guys. I'll see you guys. Maybe later, maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, and you know what I've been noticing, Foodie? I'm noticing that you're back into the old habit that you had when you were seeing Natter. When you were really, really wrapped around Natter and you were going to go see him, you would do your one mandatory stream a day, you know, make a little bit of money so you could spend the rest of the day with Natter. Natter's over there saying he's single. I don't know what's going on with him, but you're doing the same crap you used to before. I bet you're wrapped around Natter behind the scenes. And you and him, you both get your mandatory stream of the day done, and then you spend the rest of the night partying. Because look at you, Miss Twitchy Nose over there, Miss Rubbing at your nose.
Okay, bye guys. I just wanted to show you the mosque. Maybe I'll go in it one of these days. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Bye.
Now, how are you going to go in the mosque one of these days when you're leaving in about 2 or 3 weeks? You know you have absolutely no intention of going inside a mosque and praying. You're making a mockery of the Muslim faith, and it's disgusting. I really wish you would just drop this act that you're putting on. Just drop it and just be who you really are. Have some respect for the Muslim people, for the Muslim faith. By the way, Chantal, I saw a video today, and I saved it, about a place in Istanbul. There's cats everywhere. Do you know that the Muslim people hold cats in very high regard? They do. And look at the way you're treating yours. Just something to know. Something to know, ma'am. You're supposed to be a newly reverted Muslim woman, yet look at the way you're treating your cats. When those of the Muslim faith, they hold cats in very high regard. Yes, they do. Not you, though. Unbelievably annoying cat voices, full makeup, nonstop sniffling, blowing her nose off camera, and hyper on the long road. And she's already gotten her star, Beeze. Baba. Yeah, she's in a, I don't want to call it manic. I'm not going to diagnose her with anything, but she's hyper. She even said she's hyper. What's making you hyper, Foodie? You can't say, oh, I'm hyper because I've been exercising and I'm eating healthy food. You can't make that claim. So where is all this energy coming from? I could think of a place where it's coming from, and it's not a healthy place. What's giving you all this energy? It's from nothing organic or healthy. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, folks. She's hyper. She's feeling herself. Give it a couple of days, though. She'll be coming down and crashing, because that's the cycle. Hyper, crash, hyper, crash. This is from Just Breezing today. She put out a tweet. Foodie Beauty was in this person's chat saying she needs cash for debts. Well, you didn't have to state that, Foodie. We already know that. If you didn't need money, you wouldn't be selling your TVs. You wouldn't be selling your computer. You wouldn't be $47,000 in debt. It's really pathetic, really. All the money you make on YouTube and you actually have debt. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? This is from Tofu. Tofu says, nothing like going to the mosque in a hoodie instead of the hijab. She said she's not even going to go inside. Yeah, so what was the point? That's my question. What was the point of going to a mosque if you're not even going to go inside? You're just going to do a drive-by? Oh, you guys want to see a mosque? Okay, look at it from the outside the building. What is the point? What is the point of all that? Kristen says, ever dedicated to change, Foodie Beauty makes excuses for not having a prayer rug, hits a curb while reading the chat, and films out her car window, says she can't enter the mosque because you have to be dressed to impress. I seriously doubt that. Makes an illegal U-turn, wishes ill on the trolls, and confirms that she's out in public wearing leggings. Oh, is that so? Is that what we're doing today? So basically, you're just out beezing, and you have no business at a mosque. This is from Just Breezing saying, Foodie trying to sell items from her house in this person's chat. So where's Foodie? Foodie says in the chat, anyone who wants some items, open house the 23rd. I thought you canceled that though, Foodie. Here she is again. Foodie View is saying, can we make fun of Sarah Jane? Foodie, you're supposed to be a Muslim woman now. Gossiping and being hateful is haram. Don't you know that? Shouldn't you be making an effort to be less hateful versus more hateful? You are nothing but a bully, trying to hide behind a faith that you really don't believe in. You're using it like a shield to shield you from criticism. That's what you're doing. Just like you use your weight as a shield. Anybody says anything to you, fat phobia, fat shaming, when it has nothing to do with the size of your body, it's the way you act. Using a faith that other people believe in and they adhere to, using it as a shield for your own bad behavior and your own rotten soul. Because here you are in a chat, even though it's not your chat, you want to be a bully and pick on somebody else. You should be ashamed of yourself. But I know you don't feel shame. You don't feel shame. You don't feel remorse. Tweety says, if Chantal really wanted to quit THC, she gets herself, she should get herself a shisha and smoke some tobacco as she did in Kuwait with Salah, or some flour. The reason this doesn't even cross her mind is that she has zero intention of stopping THC while in Canada. Right. She could get shisha. She could do that, but she talked about smoking shisha with Salah in Kuwait, but why hasn't she done it in Canada if she is a newly reverted Muslim woman and she's trying to change her ways? Miss Robinson says Foodie Beauty is live, saying yesterday she was Mario Beezing with Salah. But in yesterday's live, she told him about the ad and her number being all over the internet. She's lying and they're not talking outside of her chat. Liar, lying liar, sitting on her throne of lies. Well, that's Foodie. That's Foodie. Hidden Truth says, Foodie Beauty, I am curious. If Missy Moo is taking both cats or one of them, she may consider her a family friend. The cat farm can be a deflection from where they're really going. If no one takes BBJ, we know the only place she's going, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, I can't even think about that right now. I can't think about it. I really can't. This is from Malarkey Meter. Malarkey Meter says, whoa, frighteningly accurate. Foodie Beauty's husband is completely fake and has the emotional development of an actual doll. This must be an older live stream. Look at her. Look, y'all, watch her. You see the way she's acting? And this was February. Look at her. This was a year ago. You see how she's sitting there going after her nose, rubbing her nose? Wasn't she doing that just a few minutes ago? Let's play the clip.
Tater, I want a fake baby and a fake boyfriend. Maybe I can get a doll family. You miss my mukbangs? Would you guys want me to do mukbangs with my doll family? That could be my content. Why not? I just want to live in a fantasy world.
Wow. So that was from basically a year ago. This is from a year ago. She just said, I just want to live in a fantasy world. She wants a fake husband. She basically wants to treat people like dolls and have them around her and do her bidding. She said this a year ago. It looks like nothing has changed. You've got someone around you that I guess you throw him enough money, he'll fake love you. He'll never really love you, but I guess fake love is the best you can do, considering that you will not change for the better. So I guess you got to take whatever is there, right, Foodie? Let's play it again, just so we hear it correctly.
Tater, I want a fake baby and a fake boyfriend. Maybe I can get a doll family. You miss my mukbangs? Would you guys want me to do mukbangs with my doll family? That could be my content. Why not? I just want to live in a fantasy world.
And that is her problem. She wants to live in a fantasy world. She doesn't want to live in reality. Why do you think she worked so hard to be on camera so much every day? Because that's her virtual fantasy world. Foodie Beauty is the character that she made for YouTube. And she wants to stay in character all the time. She doesn't want to be Chantal Marie. She wants nothing to do with Chantal Marie. Chantal Marie, the person, is a mess and has all kinds of problems. That is the reality that she's constantly running away from. That's the reality she's constantly trying to escape from. She's like an actor that refuses to get off stage. She wants to be on stage because she knows what's waiting for her when she walks off stage and she doesn't like it. There's nothing to look forward to. So she wants to live in her fantasy world where she can be Foodie Beauty all the time and turn on her camera, and there's always people there that want to talk to her, people that want to give her money. Foodie Beauty has worth in her eyes, and Chantal Marie has none. So instead of being the person, she wants to live in the character. It's really sad and pathetic. Okay, so we'll stop there. Okay. Let me go ahead and switch out the tabs. Now we're going to cover the live. 1 second, please. I hate the new setup for StreamYard. It used to be so much easier. It wasn't broke. Why'd you try and fix it, StreamYard? I got complaints. All right. So here's Foodie's live. Before we get into that, let's go to the comments. And you know what, Foodie? 4.5K views. And you did this 6 hours ago. Girl, that's sad. 93K channel in less than 5K. That's the best you can do. No wonder you mad at French Fry Girl. She gets much more than you do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 4.5K views. It doesn't equal up to much money. But anywho, I got sidetracked. Let's look at the comments. Lori Sanchez says, Chantal, if you read this, I urge you to really work on getting mentally and physically ready to experience a kind of heat you have never encountered. I used to work outside in Texas in temperatures up to 115 degrees. It's no joke, especially when dressed head to toe in black. I've had the soles of my tennis shoes melt from the scorching pavement. Really? Wow. The 2-minute walk to get from your home to the AC in your car will feel much different in Kuwait in the coming months. Prepare yourself. You know what, Lori? I applaud you for caring for Chantal. You're showing your humanity here. But honestly, I don't think she's going. I won't believe it until I see it. You know, just one of those things. Like, her and Nader are seeing each other behind the scenes. And to me, everything is lining up where those two are going to end up together. But I'm withholding my judgment until it actually happens. Macaroon Hash says, so strange. Half an hour ago, she was singing a song from the 80s by, I think, Duran Duran, and focusing on the man with muscles line. And now she's sitting in her car outside of a mosque, not perhaps reading the Quran or discussing Allah or her relationship with him as a new convert to any religion would. Or perhaps the situations Syria with the earthquakes and how her and Salah plan on working for the Red Crescent as volunteers. But no, food is now foremost in her mind, not religion. I have secondhand embarrassment right now. I am certain this comment will get deleted. It is not meant in hate, but a critique of a very odd behavior. Why are you parked outside of a mosque talking about such odd subjects matter and not your conversion journey? You could be having this conversation at your kitchen table, driving to a mosque, not going in, sitting in your car and discussing something that has nothing to do with the mosque. That's not a Beeze. That's just odd as heck. Agreed. Bran Flake says, so for you, the five pillars must be entirely different from what Islam considers them to be, right, Chantal? You have such a unique take on Islam. At this point, you might as well just barge in and ask if they have any nashies because you couldn't possibly be more insulting to new converts, practitioners, etc., than you already have been. Just go full weight already, right? I mean, wearing the hijab, wearing the abaya, claiming to be a convert but high every day, it is disrespectful. She needs to take off the abaya, take off the hijab, and not wear them again because she is not truly changing. Chase Levette says, please take this in a constructive way, but you're not allowed to pray to Allah until the cannabis is out of your system, right? Like, but she's been nothing but high. Nothing but high. Okay, here's one of her longtime viewers. I am the CPAP help says, I have watched you for a long time. I never comment. I have never chatted or anything. Hadn't watched you for the last few months. Saw you today after a while. Just wanted to say you have become a shell of the person I used to watch, and that's rather disheartening to see. Good luck to you. That's not a hater saying that, Chantal. That's not a reactor. It's one of your viewers. You know, and people giving you other points of view, it's not a hateful attack. It's people giving you points of view that you need to improve yourself. Because you yourself, you're on the inside looking out, but other people are on the outside looking in. You should take that perspective and do something good with it, but you're not interested. You just want to see your side and no other side. Akira says you need Muslim female friends. Huh, Chantal, have female friends? Are you kidding me? She's too jealous and insecure. That'll never happen. Okay, so that's it for the comments. Let's get on to the actual live stream. And I hope that you guys enjoy it. And if you do, please like and subscribe and leave a comment yourselves. So let's get to it.
It's hot. Hi, TM! I think you're first and only. That was quick. Lulu, it wasn't actually that far from me. Karma Attack, Black's Chaos, Lisa.
And I think she's visiting a mosque because she told Salah a great big lie and said there's no mosques where she's at. And then when other people on Twitter and other people in her chat called out her lie and said, oh, yes, there is. There's a great number of mosques around you. She bended to the pressure and she's visiting one just because she got called out on her BS.
Hi, Freya. Hello again, Beezers. Yeah, it was like not far from me. Mary Poppins, hello everybody. Kelly. Can you buy a prayer rug? I don't know. I'm not gonna go in right now. Hi, Stink Jordy. You got a notification?
Well, you know what, Chantal? Even if you don't use a prayer rug in a mosque, wouldn't it be appropriate to buy one if you want to pray at home? You don't have a prayer rug for praying at home. And I'm sure they're not that expensive. I mean, you spend more on fast food than you ever would on a prayer rug. But again, it's priorities. And for you, fast food and party favors are the highest priority, and a prayer rug, not so much.
Good prayers? Well, excuse me. I upload a lot and I go live a lot. So if you go live or upload like 3 times within 24 hours, these people don't care about you anymore.
That's not true. It's true that if you are a content creator and if you do more than, say, 3 live streams or 3 videos a day, after the third one, YouTube is like, okay, we promoted you enough in the YouTube recommended for the day. You can keep putting stuff up there, but they're not going to push your videos. You have that problem, Chantal, because you will upload literally 6, 7 times a day.
No. I have to get my own prayer rug, but like I just like shape my praying to my fitness level, so you'll just have to move it. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna buy one here. We Beezin'!
Why not? Wait a minute. Back up. So you're not going to buy a prayer rug in Canada. Why not? Even if all you have it for is 3 weeks because you're moving, you're a newly reverted Muslim woman. And if your faith is that important to you, why wouldn't you have a prayer rug even for just that short amount of time? If that's part of your faith.
Buns. We're at a mosque. I just wanted to show you guys, I guess, what a mosque. Yeah, I do love praying. It actually is relaxing. You know? Okay. You guys want to see?
And you know what? I'm clocking you on your makeup, Chantal. That was the makeup you had on last night. I remember that blue Gatineau glitter girl. You got on makeup that you had on last night. That ain't fresh makeup. That is not fresh makeup. You had that on last night. You're running around dirty, not bathed. Where were you, Chantal? Were you over at Natter's place? And you're taking your drive after you come back?
This is the mosque I'm at. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Stan, are you making fun of my Arabic? Praying at home, it's like I have an app that tells me like which direction. So like it's been on the bed facing my closet. The pic is terrifying, yeah. That's awesome, such a unique. They even have their own locked outhouse. Yeah, let's drive around.
Ma'am, that's not an outhouse. That is a storage unit. It's not an outhouse. I know how much you love outhouses and I know why. But that's not an outhouse. And how do you know it's locked? Were you trying to go in it?
I didn't just see. Here we go. I'm not gonna go in today. I don't. Maybe when I have my abaya and everything, I'll come here. Oh, the friggin' chunk of ice is that? Sorry, guys. I hit a huge curb here. I hit a huge mosque curb. What the heck?
Maybe it's because you're driving high and you shouldn't be doing that. Foodie, if you're going to get high, stay home. Just stay home. Keep yourself safe. Keep other people safe. Don't drive around while you're high. That's dangerous and stupid and unnecessary. You got to go somewhere while you're high. Get an Uber. You can afford it.
Oh well. Here it is. The Mosque of Snorleans. The Orleans.
You know, this feels creepy to me. You know, she just basically driving around the mosque. She's filming the mosque. It feels creepy. It feels inappropriate. In my opinion, I am not, listen, I am not Muslim, but this feels inappropriate. You're sitting there just driving around the parking lot. You're not even going to go in. You're not going to pray. And you're pointing your camera directly at the building and at the door.
Mosque.
Maybe those that go inside that building don't want to be filmed. What if somebody had come walking out and you've got your camera pointed straight at them?
It's kind of like more plain than the ones you see in the Middle East. Huh. Yeah, there it is. Mosque. Hi, baby. Yeah, I'm going to do a tour here. You don't.
What are you touring? You're not going inside. Not that I'd want you to. That'd be inappropriate. So just driving around a building is your idea of a tour? You're a lousy tour guide.
You didn't buy it to go in. Well, of course I'm wearing pants. Is this a light here? Yeah, see, here's the front. I'm not going in looking like this. Yeah. That mosque looks like a commercial building. I know. It kind of does, yeah. I don't want to go in right now. I'm not dressed like... I'm dressed frumpy.
You're always dressed frumpy. For someone who's almost 40 years old, you don't know how to dress. And yeah, I'm going to take you to task for that. You need a stylist in the worst way. You don't know how to dress. You wear all the wrong colors as far as colors against your skin tone. You don't know how to dress for your body shape. You need a stylist in the worst way, Chantal.
Take your shoes off. Yeah, exactly. You gotta go dress to impress.
Wrong. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think if she walked in there that she would get clocked for dressing in casual clothing. Because I'm sure those that are inside the mosque, they're there to pray. They're not there to judge other people with how they're dressed. As long as you're dressed in an appropriate, casual way, they don't mind. She's just offering up excuses why she doesn't want to go in.
Going in there, it's God's home. You gotta go in dressed to impress. Oh, it's hot today. 28 Fahrenheit. Why am I wearing pants? What? Hold on, I'm gonna find a spot to stop.
My guess is the reason why she's wearing pants is because her abayas are filthy. She did say that BBJ peed all over her abayas, and I love that for her. BBJ's final revenge for all the mistreatment and neglect, pee on her abayas. Not that I would ever want abayas to be disrespected, mind you. But as a cat, what other way can a cat express their displeasure than by peeing on things? And even then, you can't really get mad at BBJ for doing that. Because when a cat pees or poos outside their litter box, it's for one of three reasons. The first one being because they're stressed out. The second one, because they're sick. And the third, because their litter box is dirty and they can't do their business where they normally do it. So if BBJ did pee on the abayas, maybe it's because that was the only place she could do her business. But you know what, Chantal, even if that were true, even if BBJ did that, you got to wash her and dry her. Just use the doggone things. Clean your clothes.
Come on. Ridiculous. There we go. Ugh. I can't believe I hit that curb again. I hit a curb again. What kind of freaking person am I? Hitting curbs
You know, this worries me. She's got a lot of energy, but yet she's running over curbs. She should not be driving.
all over the place.
And you're behind the wheel of a 2,000-pound vehicle. Get your butt home and stay there if you're going to get high.
Snorlings.
So Reactions and Things says you can wear pants as a Muslim woman. So there you go, Chantal. Somebody's saying that you can wear pants inside of a mosque. But of course, you're going to dispute that and say, no, 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 you have to wear an abaya because you really don't want to go. This person, Mimi, says, it's great you found it, girl. An awesome first step. Mimi, are you new? I think you're new. I don't think you've been watching Chantal for a long time. So if that's the case, I'll give you a pass for now. All she did was drive to the mosque. She didn't go inside. She didn't pray. She wanted to give the impression that she actually cares about her faith, but she really doesn't. She doesn't even have a prayer rug that she can take home and pray in private. She doesn't care about the Muslim faith at all. She's being very disrespectful. She curses. She's eating excessively on camera. She's gossiping. She's hateful. She's bullying. All while being a newly reverted Muslim woman. Instead of abstaining from those behaviors, she continues them. All she did was drive to a building. She did not get out and try to go inside. So there's no first step here. This is her just putting on a show of caring. That's all it is.
I'm doing a legal U-turn. Or are all U-turns illegal? I'm not sure. I guess I'll get in trouble. I hope one of these days, like, a troll calls to report me on something, and they get told to shut up, or they're gonna get thrown in jail. That would be so funny. Don't you agree?
Why are we back at the mosque?
All right, so that's it. I'm not gonna go in right now, like I said, but I will go in at some point. The mania? Whose mania? Mine? I'm not saying you can't wear pants. I just don't feel like going in looking like the way I do.
And that'll always be Chantal's excuse. Something that she should be doing, her excuse will always be because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it, therefore I'm not going to do it. But yet, if she really wants to do something, she'll make sure it happens. She'll make that 6-hour drive across the border to go get fast food. She'll fly thousands of miles to go be with a guy in another country she barely knows. She'll drive back and forth from Ottawa to Montreal to see a loser of a guy and give him money. She'll make all that effort for those things that she really, really wants. But something as simple as driving to a mosque and praying can't be bothered.
With the type of pants I have on. Like, no. No. Anyway, I don't want to be on long because that's all I wanted to show you.
I'm going to say something, and those of you in my audience that you wear leggings, please don't take this wrong. It is so not an insult to anyone, just something from personal experience. Okay? I was a little bit thick on my bottom half. Big hips, big thighs, big butt. Got to a point where the only things that would really fit were jogging pants and leggings and jeggings. They were the most comfortable. Chantal is much bigger than I ever was. So I feel the reason why she's wearing leggings is because she's having trouble finding things that fit. So I'm not throwing shade on anybody that you love to wear your leggings, your jeggings, your jogging pants. Do you. Be comfortable. Be happy. Be relaxed. But I think she's doing the leggings things because she's gaining so much weight. She's having trouble finding things that actually fit.
Make sure not to laughing, not laughing inside. Yeah, exactly. No, no laughing. It's a serious place of worship. Thank you, Elizabeth's makeup looks good. She wears what makes her comfortable. I know. April starts getting hot. Oh no, babe. You're going to Popeyes, aren't you? Nope.
Semantics. People asked her in the chat, "Are you going to Popeyes?" She says no. But she did not say, "I'm not going to go to any other fast food joints either." So just because she's not going to Popeyes doesn't mean she ain't on her way to BK or McDonald's or some other place. Semantics, wordplay.
When are you going on later to cook? Ugh. I cannot tell you how much I feel crappy and out of my element cooking in that kitchen. Enjoy the coolness. Yeah, if it's gonna get hot in April, we're going to. Oh my gosh, baby. It's gonna be so hot. Ah! I wanted a Popeye's Beeze. So get some corner or ceiling. Get a fan installed for our queen. We have really good central air, actually. April to May will be hot here. Yep. And I don't even know, like, it's so weird that I'm going to be, like, getting rid of all my things to live a life I don't even know what I'm going to be doing for 1 month. But we will,
What a dumb idea. Like just living by the seat of your pants. That's something you do generally when you're younger. Because you got that youthful energy and you get the whole world in front of you, but you don't have the age or experience to kind of navigate it a little bit. Living by the seat of your pants is something you normally do in your 20s. You have a rip roaring time, carefree and all that. But when you get to be in your 40s or close to 40, there's a sense of, I should really think about the things that I do before I do them, consider all the consequences, make sure there's a plan B in case I need it. Not Chantal. She's still stuck in that teenager way of thinking. So Chantal, you're going to be moving out of the villa, according to you, saying bye-bye to your BFF that you've known for 17 years. And that needs to happen anyway. He needs to find his independence again. He lost it when he was with you. It's going to be good for him. He's griping and bitching about it right now, but in the end, it'll be better for him because he can't rely on you forever. You're giving up your pets, animals that have loved you dearly for years. That's the most heartbreaking part of it all. BBJ's been with you for 20 years, 2 decades. She was there giving you love and attention way before the men in your life, way before all these infatuations and addictions. And she gave you real love. And you didn't have to pay her thousands of dollars to do it. She just did it. She gave you loyalty and devotion and companionship and real love, Chantal. And you're going to give up real love for phony love, for fake love. I just want you to know you're tossing away 2 diamonds for a handful of fool's gold because you don't see how valuable the diamonds are. You're looking at the fool's gold and saying, ooh, shiny. It's sparkly. And that's all you care about is how sparkly it is in your hand. And I hope one day you figure out that fool's gold ain't worth nothing. By then, everything in your life that's worth anything will be long gone. And maybe that's what you deserve after all these years of just being spoiled and coddled and rotten. Maybe you deserve to lose everything of value in your life. Maybe then you'll learn to value things of value. Because you don't do it right now. You're taking life for granted, and you're taking those that support you for granted. You're one of those people, I guess, that you just have to learn the hard way, and trust me, it's coming.
Oh, Popeyes. Yeah, I had it yesterday. Pay hallway kids to fan you. I think so. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be really hot, but I'll be in Kuwait for Ramadan. Babe, are you excited? Are you ready to teach me the ways?
Chantal, you need to shut up with that. You are not going to do Ramadan. You're going to say, I have a medical excuse. That way, you do not have to go without food. Or you'll sleep all day just so it'll make it easier, but you won't do it properly. What are you talking about? You know you're not going to do it properly. You're an active, raging food addict. You mean to tell me you're going to be able to stay away from food for 6 to 8 hours without fail? No, you're not going to be able to. You'll either sleep through it or you'll make a medical excuse just so you can eat.
And keep me in line? I don't think I'll have a hard.
That's such ridiculous thinking. You want your husband to keep you in line? You want him to keep you in line, as if that's going to work. You want him to be the position of authority, yet you listen to no one. Sometimes you want a guy to be the boss when it comes to adulting. Other times you want the control because you're a control freak. You can't make up your mind which way you want it. You want control when you want it, but when you want to give it up, because there's responsibilities, there's adulting, you want nothing to do with it.
Hard time. The only thing you can't get rid of is herpes. Well, thank goodness I don't have that. But yes, you're right. It does stay with you from what I heard. You're making Turkish food? Yummy. Turkish food looks amazing. Excuse me. So, yeah, Ramadan will be very interesting. It'll be fine. But I don't know what I'm doing, so baby, you have to teach me all the rules.
Chantal, you are a newly reverted Muslim woman. You've got your phone. You can't look it up. You can't do some studying or research on your own. You've got all the time in the world right now. Why can't you do your own homework? Why are you looking at Salah and saying, you need to teach me how to do things properly? It's your responsibility, if you care enough, to figure things out.
So, yeah, this is just a mosque here in Ottawa. Yeah, the evening with friends and family, yeah. You're an unholy woman. What will you do during Ramadan when all the restaurants are closed? Well, I'm not allowed to eat during the day, so I'm going to be praying and doing what you should be doing for Ramadan. It's okay, Sam B. How was yours? um, I don't know if I'm going to come back and cook on live stream. We'll see.
Cook what? You haven't done any grocery shopping.
What am I going to cook? Always the same thing every day. What am I going to do? What am I going to cook? You'll sleep all day and stay up all night. Will we be with friends and family during Ramadan? I don't know what we're doing. Get some puzzles or stuff to keep you distracted during the day. You could just sleep. Really be nice. You will add. What? It looks cozy and warm, Rocket. I went shopping with my toddler. Nice, Sam. Sounds very eventful and exciting. Honey, that's all. That's life all humans have to do. Working full time. In Ottawa, it's. I don't even know. Because my car is switched to the Fahrenheit, 29 Fahrenheit. Celsius. Okay.
Look at her. She's run out of things to say. A 22-minute live stream and halfway, you're not even at 15 minutes and she's just struggling for things to say.
You love my cooking videos, TM? I could make it more interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna. Yeah, my vacuum. I finally fixed it.
We talked
I
about that
unclogged
already.
Beeze. Orleans. Told you it was clogged. It was so clogged. No, I don't want Connors. I'm disgusted in their prices. We won't judge.
And that's something I've been noticing lately with Chantal. We know her, don't we, y'all? Every time she does a live stream, she goes wild with the food. She has to eat on camera. Listen, as someone who's got a BED in recovery, someone that I've been watching Chantal for a while now, if she's staying away from the food, there's a reason why. And it's not because she's in recovery. It's not because she's been to counseling or therapy and she's got different coping mechanisms now. She's not gone to any counseling for any of her issues. It's because there's something stopping her from eating, maybe something chemical. When you do a stimulant, it stops your hunger. You don't feel hungry. I've seen this before with her. She was this way when she was with Natter. She was on the cocoa and she lost about 50 to 70 pounds because she wasn't eating. I could see the difference in weight in her face. You saw more of her cheekbones, you saw more of her ears. You could see the difference in weight on her face that she was actually losing. She gained all that weight back. And I'm sure when she got back from Kuwait and saw her weight, she said, OMG, I've gained a bunch, binging over there. And here she is trying to use the cocoa to lose weight again. If she's not eating on stream, it's not because she's happy and high on life. No, she's high on something else. If she's got energy for days, ask yourselves why. She's not sleeping properly. She's not eating healthy food. Where is this energy coming from? It's not from the Starbucks drink. It's got to be from something else.
No, seriously, like I had to unscrew the bottom. Then there's like this hose thing that was all clogged. I only unclogged it once, yeah. No way, girls separately. You and Chantal be celebrating family, friends during Ramadan. Yes, for sure. Reactions. I don't have a crock pot. You're not liberal enough. I don't have buffalo sauce.
What are you talking about? Chantal, the last time I checked at the villa, you had an air fryer and an Instapot. And basically an Instapot is basically a crock pot on steroids. It cooks things even faster. As long as you got those two things, you can eat quite well.
So it has to just be like chicken in the oven or something. Maddie loves Tony. That sounds good. I'll figure it out, guys. Life stuff every day. Stella loves lamb. Oh my gosh. I can't, Mimi, I cannot like lamb. I've tried dried dill and ranch powder. Yum. He always gets me to try to like lamb. Like every time he orders meat, have a bite, have a bite. And I'll have a bite, but I never like it. Goat meat the best. You like goat the best, babe?
Okay, you know what? She's done with the live stream. I didn't realize it was going to be this short, but hey, I don't mind. I don't mind. It's always nice to catch Chantal in a short live stream. I can do without an hour, 2 hours to go through. Y'all agree? All right, so we're done here. Hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and please have a very, very good night. Bye-bye.